Hello everyone, and lately I've been seeing lots of legendaries on Pokemon X and Y due to Pokebank in Japan, so I've decided to make a top 10 legendary Pokemon. This won't be in order of best in competitive battling or appearance, but best in general. So without further ado, let's get started. Just to note that this is all my opinion, so don't leave comments saying I suck at picking. Mew. I'll have to admit, I never really got to play with Mew. I never knew how to catch one, and I never got one from any event. Its stats are really balanced, and that made me like it. It's one of the only two Pokemon in the game that can learn Transform. It can learn every single TM and HM in Generation 6. I guess the biggest reason why it's number 10 in my list is because I never really got the chance to use one. Shaman. Shaman is such a cute Pokemon. I love it not only because it looks nice, but also because it has another form that has flying as a secondary type. Its land form stats are really balanced, but its sky form stats focus more on attack and speed as well as HP. It doesn't have the world's best stats, and that's why it's number 9 in my list. Xerneas. I honestly expected Xerneas to be a lot stronger than it is, but if I had to choose one of the three legendaries in Generation 6, it has to be Xerneas. It can beat Yveltal and Zygarde because it's Fairy type. It's the first Fairy type legendary and I really like it. Dialga. Dialga is a really great Pokemon. With its signature move Roar of Time, it can knock off any Pokemon in front of it, but it's really unfortunate that it has to wait another turn before using another move. Its type mashup, Steel and Dragon, is one of the best. It makes it not super effective to Ice and Dragon, but it adds the weakness to Ground, although I guess that's acceptable. Its stats are amazing and I just love this Pokemon so much. Rayquaza. Honestly, Rayquaza has really overpowered special attack and attack. It can knock off a Pokemon off the battle pretty easily, but can be knocked off more easily with ice moves because they inflict 4 times the damage. Rayquaza looks really great, and the reason why it's not so high on my list is because I never really got the chance to use it a lot, only in Pokemon Emerald. I didn't get the chance to catch one in my Heart Gold because I knew no one with Soul Silver that could have lent me their Kyogre. Dragon Flying is a really bad mashup if you ask me. I mean, it can be knocked off easily by ice, and it gives a chance to electric too. That's another reason why it's number 6 in my list. Yuck. There's nothing really special about Yuck, just past memories. I remember when I got Pearl, I knew nothing about it. Then later in the game, I caught Yuck thinking that it was the only one in the trio. I was so happy with it that I leveled it up to level 100. I liked how it looked, and I liked how it can resist moves. It's the knowledge Pokemon of the Lake Guardians, and it focuses more on special defense and defense, in contrast to Azelf, which focuses more on attack and special attack. Victini. The reason why Victini is so close to the top 3 in this list is because I like how it looks and I like what it does in the movie. Its stats are exactly the same as Shaman's and are as balanced too. It is weak to so many types but is resistant to more. It is known as the Victory Pokemon, and according to its Pokédex entry, it says, "This Pokemon brings victory. It is said that trainers with Victini always win, regardless of the type of encounter." Its type mashup, Psychic and Fire, is not one of the best because it makes it weak to so many types, but I still love this Pokemon because it brings back so many memories. It has 2 signature moves, V-Create and Searing Shot, but I wouldn't call V-Create Victini's signature move because an event Rayquaza can learn it. Its ability Victory Star is amazing. It boosts the accuracy of moves of its allies and itself. Deoxys. Deoxys is an amazing Pokemon. Not only does it have great stats, but other forms that increase its stats even more. It has a defense, attack, speed, and regular form, each increasing the stat of its own name. Speed form increases speed, attack form increases attack, and defense form increases defense. Don't even get me started on its look. It looks amazing! Reshiram. Reshiram has very high stats, looks great, and has one of the best type mashups out there, Dragon and Fire. Although making it weak to Ground, Rock, and Dragon, it makes it not weak to Water, Ice, and Fairy, while being resistant to Bug, Steel, Fire, Grass, and Electric. It's really good at battling and has one heck of special attack. It also has a great ability which can make it ignore a lot of abilities such as Wonder Guard, which is a Shedinja's ability that makes it immune to moves that aren't super effective to it, and much more abilities. This ability is called Turbo Blaze, and is Reshiram's signature ability. That why Kyurem adopts. We've spent lots of time talking about my favorites, and now we finally arrived to my favorite legendary Pokemon. Darkrai. Now most of you will probably disagree with my decision, but let me first tell you why Darkrai is the best legendary. 1. It looks amazing. 2. It's got one of the best signature moves out there, although it might be considered noobish to use it. Dark Void can set all the Pokemon in front of you to sleep, even if it was a double or triple battle. And with Darkrai's great speed, it will almost always start first if not faced with a Mewtwo, Arceus, Deoxys speed form, or some other Pokemon. Combined with its ability Bad Dreams, that drains damage each turn of each sleeping opponent. It's the only Pokemon with this ability and it goes so well with its signature move. I'm not going to lie, it can die pretty easily, and with fairies in existence now, it has 3 weaknesses: Fighting, Bug, and Fairy. It's still a pretty amazing Pokemon and I would trade any of my Pokemon for it. I just can't wait for Pokebang to come back up so I can get my Darkrai from Pokemon Black too. Thank you very much for watching. I know that you don't have the same top 10 list as I do, so please list your top 10 in the comment section below. I would love to see your opinions. Again, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.